everyone! So today I'm bringing you guys my December favorites because I'm trying to do favorites on a monthly basis now. I got a little caught up with school fall quarter and didn't make a ton of favorites videos for y'all, but I'm trying to get back into it. So I actually have a surprising amount of well, not new necessarily, but surprising amount of favorites to share with you guys. So I'm going to start with makeup favorites, and my first makeup favorite is this Revlon Colorstay Concealer. I've used this stuff a ton, which is why it's kind of, you could tell that I've used it a lot. But I have the shade Fair, which is a 1, which is the lightest shade. And it's a little light and kind of yellowy tone. Like, I don't know, I feel like it's neutral. It's not super pink tone. My last under eye concealer was really pink toned. And I feel like I like the fact that it's neutral toned underneath. Because basically what I do with it is after I've put on all my makeup, I put on my foundation, I put on my eyeshadow, my mascara, everything. After everything's done, but, you know, obviously my powder and like my cheek products and things like that, I will put this on in a triangle underneath my eyes, kind of like the Kim Kardashian highlight, and like I know Patrick Starr does it a lot. Like a lot of makeup people do this. They just do that big triangle under their eyes. And while it uses a lot of product, this concealer is really good for that. The only downside I do have about this is sometimes it stings. I'm not really sure why. I think it's just me. But yeah, it stings a little bit sometimes, but I'm not really complaining because my under eye highlight looked bomb though. I didn't use it much today, so if I look a little dead under the eyes, then that's why I didn't highlight it today. I just put on a couple dots and just like blended it. On a normal basis, I actually do the triangle thing now. So yeah, if you guys would like a I don't know, I guess contouring, highlighting, concealer, bronzer routine, then let me know. Speaking of contouring, my next favorite is a brush, a new brush that I picked up for myself while on winter break, and this is the Real Techniques Sculpting brush. It's this kind of thin but dense brush that I've been really loving to use for contouring both my nose and right here, because it's just the perfect shape and density to pack product into your contour. Bronzing and contouring has been my new favorite step since I've gotten this brush. And while I'm still on contouring, my go-to bronzer is pretty much the only bronzer I ever use. It's pretty much the only bronzer I own. It's the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And it's just a matte, light to medium bronzer. This is lighter than the regular Too Faced Chocolate Soleil. This is the milk chocolate, so it's a little bit lighter. And it's really wearable. I just saw that girl Shay XO use it in her videos. Love her. I think it looks great on her too. But yeah, it's pretty much a light to medium one. So if the regular chocolate Soleil is too dark for you, then I would suggest this. But I feel like I'm about to hit pan on this anytime now. And after I finish it, I want to try to get either the Essence Sun Club bronzer or the NYC bronzer, because I just want a matte bronzer that's not super expensive, because this thing was a lot. So yeah, if you guys have any drugstore bronzer recommendations that are matte and kind of lighter, then I'd love to hear that. And my last makeup favorite is this Lorac Pro Palette. This is one of the only palettes I brought with me home, so I've been using this a ton, and you can probably tell I've already hit pan on like 4 of the shadows, but this is just a go-to, super awesome for travel because you can make so many looks out of it because there's that whole row of mattes. So these are all your transition colors, crease colors, things like that. And all of your lid and outer corner shadows are on this bottom row. There's a ton to work with, a ton of looks you can get out of this. I've pretty much used this every day and still haven't gotten bored of it. I'm using the shade Mauve, just this shade, in the crease and as my transition today. And I love the shade Mauve for a transition color, especially if you're doing a smoky eye. It's really good for that. Don't know how I haven't hit pan on Mauve yet, but this palette is amazing. I recently did a talk through tutorial for like a holiday look that you could use with this palette. You can still use it all year round. I think it's beautiful. So this palette is gorgeous, and if you don't have it already, it should definitely be on your shopping list. So that's all for my makeup favorites. I'll go into like lifestyle sort of favorites. So for music, I've still been bumping Justin Bieber album. I love it. It is perfection. I was never a believer, but now, bitch, I might be. And movies, I only saw one movie this month. Well, I didn't only see one movie. I went to the movie theaters one time this month, and that was to see the movie Sisters, which was the new Amy Poehler and Tina Fey movie. I love them. Queena Fey and Baby Poehler. I never miss out on any of their movies. I always have to go see them. So that one did not disappoint. It was super fun. It was cheesy and fun and just goofy, and I really liked it. But for TV is where it gets serious. This month I have found 2 of my favorite Netflix shows of all time. First one is Jessica Jones. Somebody over at school told me that I needed to watch Jessica Jones, and so I was like, alright, whatever, what's it about? I heard it was a superhero show, and I was like, really though? But then I heard it was Kristen Ritter, and Kristen Ritter is my queen, so I watched it. I'm still like in the middle of the season, but trust me y'all, I'll finish it. It's so good. And David Tennant is in it, and I was just like, oh, this is good. Like, it's a good show. And then I just finished watching the freaking season 1 finale of Jane the Virgin. Jane the Virgin is like my new favorite show. I literally started watching it last week, and I've already done 22 episodes, and the episodes are like 45 minutes. So I devoted a lot of time to Jane the Virgin, and that show is so good. It's not just about a baby. It's so complicated. It's like a telenovela in the middle of, oh god, it's so good. If you guys haven't, just please watch the first couple episodes and tell me you won't get hooked, because you will. You will. It's just, there's no getting around it. So yeah, that was sort of my all over the place favorites video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you've been loving for the past month or past couple of months, and let me know if there's any makeup things that you want me to try out or you think I would like, because I'd love hearing recommendations from y'all. So that's pretty much it, and I will see you guys in the next video.